MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Houston Astros.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to watch Andre Ethier swing the bat. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops. He plays like the Zen man.
Dallas Keuchel gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, last outing he came off a complete game shutout. So to me, it's going to be how deep can he go in the game? Does he have that stamina and that ability to back it up again, because he worked hard last game? Well, let's take a look at the Astros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, right fielder, number 66.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer on the run. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
Batting second here tonight, first baseman, number 35.
Stepping up now, number 35. He readies for his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Starting to get a bit chilly here tonight. 57 degrees at game time. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, Altuve. How about that?
Batting third, shortstop, Jordan Johnson.
Stepping into the box, Jordan Johnson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Little dribbler down the line, but that one rolls foul.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Bregman is there for it, and that retires the side. Dodgers down in order, and now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key to a home victory, Harold?
Well, Matt, this is a pitcher's duel all the way. And the key here is going to be how do you score runs if you get any. You get a runner on, you're going to have to be aggressive. You hit a ball in the gap, and he's on first base. Send him home. Take those chances because they're not going to be very often.
Hyunjin Ryu is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers. In the outfield, Yasiel Puig. When he first broke into the league, all over the place. Couldn't concentrate, running into walls, throwing the ball everywhere. Now he's really settled into his own and utilizes that arm when he needs to.
Here comes the second baseman, Jose Altuve, to get things kicked off in the home half of inning number 1.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hit the other way out toward right field. Puig's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, first baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Jansen's a guy that's not worried about all the metrics. He's going to call his zone. And if you're pounding the ball in one spot, he's going to call it, particularly off the plate.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Number 35 in foul ground. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third.
And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these 2 teams took to get where they are tonight. Now at the plate, Carlos Correa. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. On the ground to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Still no score.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Corey Seager.
Into the windup and the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Into the box now, Justin Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Aoki going back, and it's gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Well, there she goes. The first home run of the World Series. I was kind of waiting to see when this might happen. You knew we had great offenses, but we're off to a grand start. First game, we got 1 homer at least.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front. Back up the, oh no, that got him.
Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 LA. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. The 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Ethier moving in. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting six, designated hitter, Tyler White.
Tyler White will bat next. He'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Ryu gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first two outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The next 0-2. A fastball that just misses inside. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. skied into straightaway right. Puig is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll begin things here against Dallas Keuchel.
Yasmani Grandal.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now, Kike Hernandez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. One out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
In now is Yasiel Puig. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And they won't come into Puig as he'll lay off and take the walk.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Striding in once again, number 35. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Slow roller back to the mound. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Dodgers leave one, but they're up 1-0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Leading off for the
7,
Astros.
8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Johnson is up with it, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
One out now in the Houston third, and here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's Nori Aoki, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Now here's the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that was a classic strikeout pitch with the changeup down right there. He just missed. You know, he hit fastball, then came back with the changeup. I think he comes back with another fastball in. You got him guessing now for sure.
And a fastball called strike three, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. It remains 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Jordan Johnson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jordan Johnson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled to first. Backhanded. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 5. Designated hitter, Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone. Should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball. Not in the big leagues anyway.
Here it comes. 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And that's in there. Base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Justin Turner. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. From the stretch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
And that misses 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. A high fastball is in there. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Altuve for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Nope. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Hey, they haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ready for another chance? Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Altuve rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, he had 2 strikes on the hitter. Perfect count to put him away. Tried to elevate the fastball. Just didn't get it up there enough.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 4, George Springer.
Digging in, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. 1 run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
To third, gloved by Turner. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher number 16, Brian McCann.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ryu comes set. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone into the deck seats in center. A 2-run home run for Brian McCann. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Astros have taken a 3-1 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series, that is special. But when you give your team a lead, that's something you don't forget. Great swing right there.
Tyler White will bat next.
Designated hitter, Tyler White.
As he takes one in tight. Had to scramble out of the way there. It's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. He's around first, heading for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the right field line. You can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again. 1-2. Grounded to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-1 Houston. So digging in now, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Logan Forsythe.
Into the windup and the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Now here it comes. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening.
Grounder down the line at third. Again, a 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Correa scoops it up, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder Andre Ethier.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And here's a ball hit in the air. Correa takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys topping out so far in the low 90s, 93 for one guy, 91 for the other. Now to the plate, Kike Hernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the third out. One left for LA. Score holds. It's 3-1. Here's Carlos Beltran. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing
fielder,
appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Here's Nori Aoki, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He'll try again. 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
First pitch on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Here it comes. 0-2. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at him. Boom, boom. Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on, and you knew he was going to waste a pitch right there, 0-2. But right now you can still make him chase out of the zone, and you got a chance to get out of this jam.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Hernandez ranging back into the Crawford boxes and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
The batter,
Julio Urias is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 7, Julio Urias.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Grandal has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the Astros 6 and the Dodgers 1. In now is Yasiel Puig. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left.
Well, they've really struggled here. Now, I know this is the first game of the road trip, and maybe they're not comfortable in the surroundings yet, but this offense has got to get it going.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Aoki is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, number 35.
Ready once again, number 35. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Springer. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Jordan Johnson.
Digging in to try it again, Jordan Johnson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Pitch on the way. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, that's a first pitch single. Maybe they got to get a little more aggressive. He's dominated them early in counts and throughout the whole game. Maybe they've changed their game plan. We'll see. Are they going to be aggressive or continue to be passive?
Here's Corey Seager. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone into the upper deck. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, that home run, they're still down a few, but he's got to be feeling pretty good about that. A home run in the World Series. And maybe this will be something that gets this team going.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers do strike for two coming on this two-run home run. Bottom of the sixth coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Dodgers 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brian McCann. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
1-2. Here it comes. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one is launched. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. A solo home run for Brian McCann. His second of the game, as it is now 7-3.
Well, he tried to sneak the fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Into the box, Tyler White.
Now batting, designated hitter.
As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Hey, every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Stepping in now, Alex Bregman. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Well, that fooled him right there. Clearly, he was not sitting on that curveball. He couldn't pull the trigger.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a
fielder,
real
number
nice job
15,
bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
In now, Carlos Beltran. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back. Got 2 quick outs, and now he's got 2 strikes on this hitter. He's got a chance to get out of this unscathed the rest of the way.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fights him off here to foul this one over toward the right side, and it'll remain 0-2.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And he chased it in the dirt. Grandal gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Astros 7 and the Dodgers 3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Striding in once again, Logan Forsythe. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
I know it's getting late in the game, but that is a big leadoff hit. Maybe now they can start to close that gap.
Andre Ethier.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andre Ethier. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
Here's the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a ground ball for Altuve. This might be 2. 1 there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Yasmani Grandal.
Digging in once again, Yasmani Grandal. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Kike Hernandez would be next. Here comes the payoff pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Ready for another chance? Nori Aoki. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close, and now that was an easy take. Now he's locked in. You're sitting there 2-0. Get real specific. Make him throw you your pitch.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Now a bullet down the line, and the ball is dropped.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Carlos Correa will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. Hard hit ball to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One left for Houston, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Now to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Hernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 6.
And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. In now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central.
He was sitting on that fastball. You can't tell me he wasn't. First pitch fastball and he turned on it like that. Nice job.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Tony Sipp enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
Tony Sipp.
Standing in now, number 35, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
You talk about a free swinger. First pitch, and he hits a ball that's down and away and gets a base hit. Man, that's not what I'm looking for first pitch, but I got to tip my cap to him. He executed it.
Digging in and looking for more, Jordan Johnson. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Here's Corey Seager. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And that's too high. Ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
3-0 now.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here. I'm telling you what, 3-0. I trust him so much. I'm giving him the green light.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. On the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And now this is bobbled out in center. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Well, Matt, he's homered in this game. Drives in a run right there. It's his 3rd RBI of the ball game. He's doing his part.
Justin Turner.
Chris Davinsky takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Outside, 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
He found himself in a great hitter's count. Pitcher tried to trick him with a changeup, and he still got a base hit. I think he was looking for that changeup.
Into the box now, Logan Forsythe, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Correa will put this one away, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Astros on top, 7-5. Here's George Springer, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Center fielder, George
into the windup and
Springer.
the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. from the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he needs a shutdown inning right here, and it's not starting the way he wants. He's already down in the count big time. The last thing you want to do is start the inning by walking a guy and turn the momentum back to the other team.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch, too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Ready for another shot now. Brian McCann. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 now to McCann. And a changeup right down the middle. A runner at first with no outs here. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Brian McCann is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Tyler White will bat next. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Hit in the air to right field. Puig's got a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Up next for the Astros, third baseman, Alex.
And
Bregman.
that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. From the stretch. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
0-2, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They lead it 7-5. A beautiful look there at the downtown aquarium here in Houston as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. At the plate is Andre Ethier. He'll lead things off against Giles as they're down to their final 3 outs in this ball game.
Andre Ethier.
This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Way out in front. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 now.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location. But he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row. So I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have started this World Series on the right foot. They're victorious here at home as this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
(7-5) tonight's final. The Houston Astros win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Hyunjin Ryu struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros.